In the quiet outskirts of Silverdale, a small rural town with open skies and little light pollution, 12-year-old Ellie Maddox spent her nights scanning the heavens with her makeshift telescope. While other kids her age were obsessed with the latest video games or social media, Ellie's world was filled with books on astronomy, black holes, and extraterrestrial life. Her parents humor her passion, often calling her their little astronaut. One crisp autumn night, Ellie sat bundled in a thick blanket in her backyard. Her telescope pointed toward a faint constellation that most people would overlook. As she adjusted the lens, her eyes caught something unusual, a faint, flickering object not listed on any of her star maps. It didn't move like a satellite, nor did it twinkle like a star. It was odd. Driven by curiosity, Ellie uploaded the coordinates to an online stargazing forum. Responses ranged from probably a glitch to maybe space junk. Frustrated but undeterred, Ellie decided to keep tracking it. Over the following weeks, the object remained stationary, an anomaly in the sky that refused to be ignored. The signal. One night, Ellie rigged her dad's old radio to scan unusual frequencies, inspired by something she read about how astronomers detect pulsars. To her amazement, the radio emitted a faint, rhythmic hum whenever it was tuned near the object's coordinates. The sound wasn't random, it had a pattern. Heart pounding, Ellie recorded it on her phone and ran it through a sound analysis app. The result, a repeating sequence of prime numbers. It was no glitch. Someone or something was broadcasting. Ellie's excitement was tinged with apprehension. She didn't tell her parents. Instead, she kept working, triangulating the signal's position using online tools. Eventually, she pinpointed it, a geostationary orbit above Earth. Discovery. The following weekend, Ellie used all her allowance money to buy more powerful equipment. With her improved setup, she captured a grainy image of the object. It wasn't just it had structure. A ship-like silhouette emerged from the blur, long and cylindrical with intricate, fractal-like patterns along its hull. It didn't look human-made. Ellie uploaded the image to her stargazing forum under an anonymous account. The post went viral. Within hours, experts and amateur astronomers worldwide began speculating. Governments issued denials, claiming it was likely a weather balloon or an asteroid fragment. But Ellie knew better. The journey. One night, as Ellie watched the object through her telescope, her radio emitted a sharp burst of sound, startling her. It wasn't the usual hum. It was a voice. A soft, melodic tone spoke words she couldn't understand. Grabbing a notebook, she phonetically transcribed the phrases. To her astonishment, her laptop's translation software returned a result. Help. Alone. Broken. Ellie's heart ached. This wasn't just a ship. It was a cry for help. With no one else to turn to, Ellie decided to take matters into her own hands. Using the translation software, she transmitted a simple message back. Who are you? How can I help? Days passed with no response, and Ellie began to doubt herself. Then, one night, a new message came through, more coherent this time. Child. Curious. Brave. Find me. The abandoned ship. Weeks later, as public interest waned and governments dismissed the object as unremarkable debris, Ellie received a package. It was a small, unmarked drone containing a map of Earth with a specific set of coordinates in the Pacific Ocean, far from any major landmass. The message was clear. The ship wasn't entirely adrift. It was tethered, hidden beneath the waves. Ellie's family happened to be planning a seaside vacation that year. She packed her telescope, her radio, and a waterproof camera. Late one night, while her family slept, Ellie sneaked out to the beach and boarded a small rented boat. Guided by the map, she ventured into the darkness, her heart pounding with fear and excitement. As she approached the coordinates, her equipment buzzed to life. The water beneath her glowed faintly, and suddenly, the ship emerged, a colossal, otherworldly structure rising silently from the depths. Its surface shimmered like liquid metal, and intricate patterns glowed faintly in the moonlight. First contact, Ellie cautiously approached the ship, which seemed to respond to her presence. A hatch opened, revealing a dimly lit interior. Gathering all her courage, she stepped inside. The air was breathable, but heavy with the scent of ozone and something unidentifiable. The ship's corridors were eerily silent, save for the occasional hum of unseen machinery. At its core, Ellie found a spherical chamber with a floating, crystalline entity. It pulsed with light, shifting colors as if it were alive. The entity spoke directly into her mind, its voice gentle and melancholic. "Thank you for coming. I am Nyara, the ship's caretaker. My creators are gone. I have been waiting." Ellie spent hours communicating with Nyara, learning that the ship had been adrift for millennia after its crew succumbed to a mysterious plague. Nyara had been programmed to protect and preserve knowledge, but had become lonely, unable to fulfill her purpose. A new mission. Ellie promised Nyara she wouldn't let her be forgotten. Over the next few months, she secretly visited the ship, documenting everything she could. With Nyara's guidance, Ellie learned advanced concepts in physics, biology, and engineering that seemed like magic. The ship began repairing itself, regaining some of its former glory. When Ellie finally revealed her discovery to trusted scientists, it sparked a revolution. Humanity realized they were no longer alone, and Nyara became a bridge between Earth and the stars. Ellie Maddox, the curious 12-year-old girl from Silverdale, grew up to become the first ambassador to the stars. And though she would go on many great adventures, she never forgot the night she answered the call of a lonely alien ship adrift in the infinite silence of space.